her. Okay, let's talk about Catwoman and Batman and the upcoming movie with Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson. Okay, so one thing that I think is really important, I've watched pretty much every Catwoman iteration that I can think of. That's in like the DCCU, so like DC cinematic universe. Except I haven't seen all the Batman episodes from the old Batman series. I like to see that, but like if there's anything with Catwoman, I would watch it because I love Catwoman. I love Catwoman, Eartha Kitt Catwoman. I love Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. My favorite Catwoman's Anne Hathaway. My second favorite will probably be Camren Bicondova from Gotham, because I feel like those two really nailed it. I didn't know too much about Catwoman when I was a kid, so when I watched Batman Returns, I didn't know, like, I really liked Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, but I didn't know that's nothing to do with Catwoman. That's not Catwoman at all. She's working in an office. She has nothing to do with any of that. She wasn't shy until she got bit, like, fell out of a window. Like, Catwoman is like, she grew up on the streets. She's like literally, she's the antithesis of Batman. She grew up on the streets, and like she's just like kind of this roughneck. And you will always find in comics, whenever anybody from her neighborhood, from the streets, is in trouble, she will not hesitate to help them. She may pretend like she isn't, but she will not hesitate to help them. She always has that street sensibility, and she's so agile mentally and like physically. And the thing that I find really interesting is that they've cast Zoe Kravitz, and Zoe Kravitz is an actress, a person of color. Both her parents are biracial, so that makes her kind of sort of biracial, like, but she like black presenting. So I think it's really interesting because Batman, as I said before, is really back the blue, like police, and like we're in a culture right now where people are finally coming to realize that the police were created for like to catch slaves, and here in Canada, the RCMP was created to harass and terrorize the Indigenous people. So a lot of us have come to realize that the police are not a good, it's an institution that needs to be brought down, defunded, and replaced with something better. So I feel like if we have this movie coming out with Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson, especially with a Catwoman who's a person of color and she's Catwoman, if they don't address that issue and they still have Batman being the back the blue kind of guy that he's been in these past couple of movies, then it's going to be a grave mistake. So I really hope we get to see something like that in this upcoming movie.